Good evening to one and all. So, welcome to the first session of Rise Up, and it's our second session having debate. Today we have a group debate which is quite from the last time. So, participants can express their views on the topic. First of all, I want to welcome our judges, Ben sir and Vishnu sir, then Sadeep sir, and all our participants. Welcome you all. So, I think you'll be aware of the debate rules, which was shared in the last time through the WhatsApp. So, let's talk about the rules. So, the topics are given by the judges right now, and we'll be making two breakout rooms for and against the topic. So, you can choose your team based on your interest, and we will be giving 5 to 10 minutes to discuss in the breakout rooms, and every participants would be allowed 3 minutes to present, and audience and judges can ask question after their presentation. And like this team would be given alternative chances for presenting, and winners will be awarded with certificates. So let's start. And judges, what's our topic?
Hi. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Sorry, good afternoon. Okay, so today's topic is modern medicine versus Ayush medicine. I believe everyone know what Ayush medicines are, like homeopathy, Unani, Ayurveda, and everything other than modern medicine. So for the debate, let's say modern medicine is the scientific of all the available medical practices. So one team can speak for the proposition, which I just said, and the other team can speak against the proposition. Is that clear? So one team can speak for modern medicine. When I say modern medicine, it's the some people call it allopathy, which is not the right word, but yeah, that's what I meant by modern medicine. And other team can speak for every other medical practices. So I'm talking about modern medicine and all other medical practices like Ayurveda, homeopathy, Unani, Siddha, and all those medical practices. So one is modern medicine, and other can support or talk about the other medical practices.
Okay, join the breakout rooms. We have created. You could join.
So our topic is modern medicine and Ayush medicine. So our breakout rooms are ready. You can join with our teams in the topic you are interested.
One person would come from the modern group can speak, or another one person from the Ayush group can start.
Let the modern come first. Because the topic was like modern versus Ayush, so let the modern come first.
Okay, so the modern group, you can come first. According to your plan, the first person can come and speak.
Start. So I'm here representing modern medicine. The first point I would like to tell is that modern medicines act really fast on diseases compared to Ayurvedic medicines, which are like basically mostly made of herbs and plants and which cannot give a cure fast. Then like some traditional medicines may work on some persons, but it is not the same for some other persons. The next point I would like to tell is that For some complicated diseases, there are still no medicines found for Ayurveda, but I guess mostly for every diseases, modern medicines, there are medicines found in like modern. Then the next point I would like to tell is the modern medicines are qualified, they are really assured. They are mostly tested in labs and different persons. So it cannot just go wrong on a person. But in case of Ayurveda medicines, it's made like from some few individuals. It may not be tested, it may not be qualified. So it may even cause a person's death. It's not treated and qualified properly. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, Nikhil, you could counter.
Yeah, I would just like to say that, like what she said, that modern medicine is more lab-based and Ayurveda can kill, but modern medicine has more side effects than Ayurveda ever had. For thousands of years, more Ayurveda had barely no side effects. It was all natural ingredients and everything. But modern medicine has caused a lot of deaths through its side effects. Some side effects are even deadlier than the disease.
Did anyone have any questions? You can ask, or other team can go.
I have a question for Nikhil.
Okay, Ritesh, you can ask.
So you mentioned side effects, right?
Yeah.
So in side effects, if a modern medicine dose is used according to regulation and properly, will there be any side effects?
Yeah.
Yes.
But last year, in Ayurvedic medicine also, even though it was a cure, they have mentioned that it's a cure for one disease, and they've used it, and a person was, I guess, killed, and there was a protest. So in modern medicine, that person could have been saved, but then in Ayurveda they were killed. So does it mean that a modern medicine has more side effects than Ayurvedic medicine?
No, because I want to say something to Ritesh, that when we take a medicine on something related to heart patient, modern medicines, we could get affected in many ways. Like our kidney get failed, something like that could happen. There are happening nowadays while taking treatment in modern medicines. But Ayurveda is you could not tell that a person got killed due to the specific Ayurvedic treatment. There could be many other reasons, right? How you could
Why
actually
can't there
say?
reasons be for modern medicine?
Can I come in? Can I come in?
Yeah,
I think the structure of the debate is for every speaker to speak for 3 minutes, for 3 people from both sides, and then question answer session. Probably we can have it towards the end. Otherwise, we won't be sticking to the time, and we will be moving out from the decided structure.
Okay,
So,
sir.
Sure, sir. Okay.
Yes.
okay, so Dana spoke about modern medicine. Now, if someone from the other group, Ayush medicine, can come in and speak for 3 minutes, and in that speaking, you can talk about you can talk about your points, and also if you want to counter something which Dana said, you can do that.
So can I go next from the Ayush medicine group?
You decide. You decide
Yeah,
from
okay.
between yourself. Yeah, who is going next?
Okay. So I'm here to represent the why Ayush medicine is better than modern medicine. So the first point I would like to say is the side effects thing. The Ritish had told the once this man had a person died because of the Ayurveda medicine, but then it might not be, most probably it might be because of an overdosage of the Ayurveda medicine. Because if you take the correct dosage, there is no side effects. But only but then for modern medicines, even without without overdosage, there can be side effects. Like suppose for the there's a medicine called Dolo, Dolo 650, and for that, some of the side effects are like constipation or drowsiness or weakness or something. So the side effects for Ayurveda can, the most valid reason is only if you take more, like then the second point is the modern medicines can affect the environment also, not only us but environment also, like if there's no proper disposal of, because in modern medicine many chemicals are used, and if it is not disposed properly, it can harm the environment severely. But then just think about Ayurveda medicine. All the products that are used in Ayurveda medicine are naturally obtained from the nature itself. There's no chemicals involved, or nothing's harmful. Yeah, that's it. Sir, that's it from my side.
Next person from the modern could come and speak.
I will add few more points to what Dana told. So, ഈ പണ്ട് കാലം മുതൽ ആയുർവേദമൊക്കെ ഉണ്ട്, പക്ഷെ അന്ന് ഡെത്ത് റേറ്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് 1900 ഡെത്ത് റേറ്റ് 70.6/1000. പക്ഷെ മോഡേൺ മെഡിസിൻ ഒക്കെ വന്ന് ഒരു 1950 കഴിഞ്ഞ ശേഷം പകുതിയുണ്ട്, അറൗണ്ട് 9.6 ആയി കുറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇപ്പൊ 7. എത്രയാണ്? അപ്പോ പിന്നെ അന്ന് ആയുർവേദം ഇത്ര എഫക്റ്റീവാണെങ്കിൽ ഇത്രയും ഡെത്ത് സംഭവിക്കാൻ പാടില്ലല്ലോ. So that's it.
Next person from the Ayush group can come and speak.
Okay, so I'm Mayati and I'm representing the Ayush medicine. So firstly, it is freely available and we can make it at our home. We can include it in our day-to-day life and it's freely available. So unlike the modern companies, and we can also share the recipes of of Ayush medicines with other people who really need them, or with poor people who which will help them. Thank you.
So by now I feel that you can understand that one person from the modern and another from the Ayush group can come and speak. So you can do it automatically. So now the person from the modern should speak. Once the modern person speaks, the person of the Ayush can speak, and everybody in the group has to speak.
The first thing that I want to say is that the modern medicine has much faster implications than Ayurveda, because like if someone has gotten into an accident or something, we first should rush them to the hospital. Like for the modern medicine, it's very easy. Like the medicines are more effective and it's more efficient. Like it won't take much time to find the cure or becoming or the patient become cure. But for the Ayurveda, it takes a much longer time. So that's one of the point. And the other one is like for particular diseases, Ayurveda hasn't proven any type of medicines like polio, for like virus diseases like polio, and that's two of my main points. And the thing is that, as Ayati have told, make it at home. Like I totally agree that Ayurveda, like modern medicine is more complicated than Ayurveda, but still I don't like the idea of making it at home, because a simple mistake can cost life. like without any special requirements or something like that. I don't clearly understand that point, but still.
Can I
Yeah.
just answer your question?
Yeah, sure.
Like drinking a warm water of lemon, adding lemon into it, or lemon juice into it can help us. It's good for digestion. And also, if you're not feeling well, if you're having cough or something like that, we can add turmeric to honey and then we can eat it, which is good for our throat. So it can help us.
Yeah, this is my points, and thank you, Ayati, for answering.
Okay, I would like to go next. I would like to base a point on Ayurveda that modern medicine, there's a complete line of medicines. Like if paracetamol is made, it is made for every country the same type. But in Ayurvedic medicine, each country has its own, or each region has its own different type of Ayurvedic medicine. Something which would work for someone in Kerala will not work for someone in Karnataka, something like that. And also another point, medical tourism. Kerala is one of the leaders in Ayurvedic tourism, and more lot of people are coming here for why are coming here for treatment? Why are people leaving modern medicine to coming here for Ayurvedic treatment if modern medicine was so good?
Modern medicines help us live longer, and why? Modern medicine has extended lifespan, and we can now treat diseases and illness with more ease. But in traditional medicines, we have involved herbs and plants, which were always not effective since people still died of simple illnesses such as chickenpox or even common cold. And so basically, modern medicine is taking the chemicals from a herb or something like that. For example, in Egypt, they used to use mold for penicillin because it contained penicillin, and they have used it as a natural antibiotic. But then, when the first antibiotic was discovered, it was used it was extracted from a mold, and then it was used as antibiotic, and that quality is penicillin. And it significantly reduced other side effects from mold, such as coughs or red itching or red eyes and such as that. And in a modern medicine, they might have side effects, and these side effects can be significantly reduced if we have a proper medical practitioner's prescription for that same medicine, and significant dose which he has suggested. So modern medicine cannot always cure us, but it can lessen the effectiveness of our symptoms and improve our conditions. And traditional medicine is called tradition for a reason, because it is old fashioned and it still uses herbs. And nowadays, even Ayurvedic doctors use modern drugs for anesthesia purposes and other medicines for helping. And it is not traditional medicines are not as effective as modern medicines, but some traditional treatments work well, but modern medicine just take these traditional treatments and make them more effective. And modern medicine can have side effects, but if it taken with regulation and not in overdose, modern medicine can be the most effective way to help yourself.
I want to ask something to Ritesh.
Yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned that but even if you're taking modern medicines, is it effective? Like, for example, nowadays people, I've heard that they put some artificial heart, so they're living with artificial heart. But does it mean that they're living comfortable lives? It's like artificially alive. So what do you think?
So right now, if someone is in an accident, when you take them to an Ayurvedic doctor, I'm not sure what they will do. But then when you take them to an hospital, we can significantly cure them and get them to a better condition. Using artificial heart, well, maybe because of some heart problem in a very young age, someone needs a heart, we can do a heart transplant instead of using artificial hearts too. And also in artificial hearts, we are just using it for saving a life. So I don't think it's meaning that you're living artificially.
Yeah, I'd like to counter on that. Like Ritesh said, there are no side effects for regular taking, but in cancer, if you get cancer, in chemotherapy, there are still side effects. You lose your hair, you get other illnesses, all those things. Why is there no such a cure for those? Not a The modern medicine was so good. Why is there no effective way for treating cancer and other diseases?
So you told about cancer. So significantly, modern medicine till today doesn't have a cure for cancer. Right now, if you use your Ayurvedic medicine, if it is not accepting for one person but is for another, what will you do? Modern medicine is more like saving a life than creating a cure. I don't know how to explain, but it's like, Ayurvedic has a cure, but it is significantly slower, and we don't know if you're gonna get cured, and it's just like that. So even if modern medicine is powerful, it just looks after a patient's condition more, so we can treat them more, try to make them live more. So in modern medicine, it's like that.
Yeah, I would like to counter that. Ayurveda is slow, but there's also a reason for that. Ayurveda doesn't receive as much attention, money, funding, and research as modern medicine does. Big corporate companies fund a lot of money into research and development on their products, but Ayurveda doesn't have that kind of resources for that. If these resources are available, Ayurveda can easily overtake any modern medicine. It can become
So I guess
more
there
faster.
is government corporation for funding Ayurvedic, right? There's this thing called
Yeah.
ayush.gov.in.
Yes.
So even the government of India supports Ayurvedic, and it doesn't only mean that because many corporates just support, modern medicine, Ayurvedic medicine is useless. It is because modern medicine has a faster cure and a more effective cure than Ayurveda. So
Yeah, but even in like plastic surgery was discovered thousands of years before modern medicine could.
yeah, but then
That
can you
was
get the same result as you get from a modern medicine?
no,
Which
that
is more
won't be.
effective and more time saving.
If I can come in between, I would probably want more people to support Ritish's side as well as the other side. So let it not be two people talking, let the others contribute as well.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a good discussion ongoing, but then let's see if anybody else can support or counter these arguments.
So I would like to come. I want to say that Ritesh told that if someone got chickenpox, not you told only the Ayurvedic medicines, but here the topic is on Ayush medicines. So there are medicines in homeopathy, etc., on chickenpox and many other diseases, right, Ritesh?
Yeah, sorry, I meant traditional medicines.
Okay.
Till now, I haven't seen any homeopathic cure for chickenpox. They give some cream or something, I guess.
But that's effective, right?
Yeah, but then they use modern drugs, right?
I had told that my friend used homeo treatment to cure his chickenpox.
But then they use modern drugs in that cream. Doesn't mean still traditional.
I don't know about that, but he told me that he cured from that disease using a homeo treatment.
Yeah, but then
okay.
right now also from today, I've seen that homeopathic or any traditional medicine still uses modern drugs for medicinal use. So I'm not sure if that cream or any medicine he took had modern drugs or something. So it might be.
I want to say that because nowadays homeopathy and Ayurveda, as Nikhil mentioned, they don't have enough resources to contribute for making their medicines. So they had to depend on other medicines which are manufactured by English, etc. It's because of that. But in earlier period, they may have enough resources for manufacturing their medicines without any other influence. Now, before that, I
I'm
want to
not
say that.
sure. So why no one is actually contributing to Ayurvedic medicine?
Ritesh, hold on. Let Avinash complete his point, and then we can. Okay.
Now,
Avinash, go.
I want to say that while the manufacturing of these allopathy medicines, there will be created much hazardous ways than Ayurvedic medicines. While making some English medicines, there will be created more dangerous or hazardous ways. But while in Ayurvedic medicines, they doesn't harm any environment. They only take the shrubs and dips and many other things from the nature. So they doesn't do any damage to the environment. Also, you told that while happening in an accident, right? You told that you don't have any idea on how the Ayurvedic people treat others. That because you don't know about that. There must be a clear curriculum for treatment of the Ayurveda too. But you told that you do not know what they will do. That's because that you don't know what they will do. They could cure the person who met with an accident. Are you sure that they couldn't do?
No, I'm not sure, but I'm sure that modern medicines will be more effective.
So that is your view, Ritesh. So
Yeah,
is there
that's my
anybody
view.
in your team to support that view? So is there anybody else from the modern medicine who is supporting your view or supporting Ritesh's
Yeah.
view? Okay.
Surely, because when an accident or any something like a bleeding happens, I am pretty sure that Ayurveda maybe they can heal, but it will take a very long time when we compare it to the modern medicine. Because like when the modern medicine come, like they put straps, they just rush to the hospital. If they need surgery, they also do that. But I don't think that's possible for the Ayurvedic medicine. Like the faster cure, because in the medicine side or any accident happens, every seconds count. So we must be as fast as possible. Maybe Ayurveda may be able to cure it, but it can't do the cure as fast as modern medicine can.
Avinash, I want to ask you,
Yes.
so in Ayush medicines, why many corporate companies don't support Ayush medicines? Why do you think so?
Because Ayush medicines do not have such popularity. They only had popularity in some southern parts of India, but they hadn't been spread all of the world. But English, since the colonial period, the English medicines were transported to all of the parts of the world, so they have been accepted by many other peoples. But the Ayurveda didn't spread to most of the parts. That's why it didn't gain popularity. But if it would gain popularity, it may overtake the modern medicines.
I'm not sure about this, but I've read that homeopathy was itself invented by an Englishman. And in homeopathy, why would an Englishman want to use modern medicine more than homeopathy if it is invented by an Englishman? It is because, I guess, what do you say about it? Is it because Ayush medicine isn't as effective as modern medicines?
No, because homeopathy cannot be mass produced, no? But a modern medicine can be. It can be mass produced for hundreds and thousands of people. Homeopathy is for one of each person. Like someone with a cough would not have the same, with some other person with a cough. He would need some other type of treatment. But in modern medicine, it can be mass produced for everyone. So gain popularity like that when in every medical store you see one type of brand and the people tend to buy that instead of homeopathy or Ayurvedic.
I mean, right now, I guess when we went to India, we had consulted an homeopathic doctor. So he had a lot of thing, and he was making something like some really big mass production. But why are people not buying it? We can also make mass production in homeopathy, right? Why is it not like that?
Homeopathy is usually made by natural elements, right? Then these modern medicines are usually made by chemicals and all other type of other things. So in natural, it's very hard to obtain those things, and it will cost a lot of money to even mass produce some homeopathic medicines. But in modern medicine, you can do that because it's lab created. You don't need much time or effort. You can just create it in a lab and the mass produces into medicines. In homeopathy, you need to go into forest. You need to find those berries or neems or anything like that, leaves, and you need to make it. You need to produce hundreds or thousands of them just to make one batch of medicine. So it cannot be mass produced like that.
But then in modern medicines, we are just taking that same neem leaf and extracting all those chemicals. We are studying about those neem leaves and those chemicals, and then we are making the medicine.
Are you sure about that?
Let's go around
Yeah,
the
I am.
table. Yeah, so let's see who is supporting what Ritesh is saying from the modern medicine side.
Sir, I want to ask something to Ritesh. I'm from the
Or
Ayush
to the other team, not specifically,
Okay,
but
to the other team. So, modern medicine is a fast process. We get cured, than the Ayush medicine. But do you think that it is really effective? Like the slow process lasts or longs forever?
Yeah,
so who wants to talk about that from the modern medicine side?
Yeah, I will talk about that. Yeah, actually, I do think so that modern medicine is more effective because, for example, if you have a fever and you take a paracetamol, it will go within 1 or 2 days maximum. But I don't think it has the much effectiveness like in Ayurveda. Yeah, modern medicine, I do agree that it have more effectiveness actually. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Okay.
So for example, I have a headache today and I have a medicine, a modern medicine. So I would prefer modern medicine more because if I want to go somewhere outside, it'll immediately, give me a pain relief. But in Ayurveda, I'm not, if I've taken homeopathic medicine, for example, I will have to sleep or rest for some time until I get a relief for my pain.
Okay. But do you think that even if you're feeling better and then you go out, but then what will happen if you start feeling dizzy after some time?
I'll take another
So
modern
I
medicine.
think resting is more better than doing such things. Or
Yeah, the thing is that when you take a modern medicine, like it will only take like 3 hours if we compare that to another medicines. Like in Ayurveda, it may take 6 hours to complete. In modern medicine, it may only take 3 hours. So it's like that. And who goes like outside when you are having a fever? Like they will take the medicine, and if they are feeling like the fever is gone, they are only confident. Then only they will go outside.
So I think the topic's been discussed about the speed of recovery or speed of acting on both sides. So probably we can see if there are any other significant points anybody else wants to bring onto the table. So how quickly and how fast the medicines are acting is one item. But is there anything else that we've discussed so far that anybody want to question or counter?
Sir, I want. Ritesh, the other team told that the Ayurvedic medicines haven't found a cure for many other diseases, but the Ayurvedic medicines has also found cure for some diseases that the modern medicines hadn't found. For example, taking of psoriasis, the modern medicines don't have a cure till now, but now I want to say, for an example, in Thrissur there is a doctor. It's an Ayurvedic doctor. He had found a cure, and for most of people, many people from all over the world have been visiting him to take the treatment, right? So Ayurvedic medicines have also found a cure for psoriasis now, but modern medicines haven't till. Many people from all over the world have come because they do not get cure from the modern medicines. They have been reliable on the Ayurvedic medicines.
Interesting point. So anybody from the modern medicine think that there is anything to counter against Avina's argument?
So in America, I guess there was this protest. Many people.
Ritesh, I think you are not the team, right? There are more people, right? Yeah.
Sorry.
Step back.
Let's.
And after this, Avinash also step back.
So other people on the call who have been listening, anybody wants to talk about either of the topics that's been discussed so far, feel free. Okay.
I have a small question. Are you really sure that it's the case like in Trivandrum that as you said the Ayurvedic doctor?
Not
like,
Trivandrum, Thrissur.
Yeah, Thrissur.
I'm sure.
Okay. I should actually read about this. I had no idea on that.
It's been confirmed in a TV program also. My sister had been taking treatment from there. So I'm perfectly sure about that.
Can I make a point?
Yes, of course. Go ahead.
Yeah, in this now, even in the coronavirus situation, modern medicine took over an year to develop a vaccine, which is not even 100% effective. I know some people who have taken Ayurvedic methods like steam of neem and hot water, who have been cured immediately or after some days. How does modern medicine counter that?
Yeah. So the thing is that why do we like first people were thinking like if the vaccine came, corona will go, but that isn't the case. Corona is a thing that mutates. So the vaccine can't fully prevent the corona, but it can increase the metabolism to a higher rate to prevent corona. But I don't think that is the same thing for Ayurveda. Yes, it may increase the metabolism, but it can't increase as much as modern medicine can do.
Do you think that's an acceptable answer, or do you think that is a position that you cannot accept?
Yeah, I think that's an acceptable answer.
If you don't want, we can go for one more round. If all the points are made by the group, we can go for the final judgment. If you want any more points to be told, then we can go one more round. Then we can have a question answer session. Or if all the points are made, we can directly go to the question answer session. Is all the points made by everybody?
Actually, this is not a point, but I want to ask this to the modern medicine.
Okay, you can go.
Do you think that modern medicine is temporary?
Well, in that case, like every medicine isn't temporary. Like when you have a fever, it will go away. Like അത് പോണമെന്നില്ല അത്രയും എന്താ വെച്ചാൽ അത് കുറച്ചുനാൾ നിന്നിട്ട് അത് പോയിട്ട് അത് പിന്നെയും വരും. അത് എന്താ പറയുക റിപ്പീറ്റേഷൻ പോലെയാണ്. അത് അങ്ങനെയാണെന്ന് എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നത് തെറ്റാണ്. I think so like that. Like everything is a repetition. There isn't a cure that can lead you away from this disease for a whole lifetime. I don't think like that.
I raised my hand because actually government is preferring for homeopathic some medicine which are like preventable for COVID.
അല്ല അലം പറഞ്ഞല്ലോ ഒരു അസുഖത്തിന് നമുക്ക് ജീവിതകാലം മുഴുവൻ പോകാൻ പറ്റില്ല, രക്ഷപ്പെടാൻ പറ്റില്ല. പക്ഷെ ചിക്കൻ ബോക്സ് വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ പിന്നെ ചിക്കൻ ബോക്സ് പിന്നെയും വരൂലല്ലോ.
Yeah, I totally agree to that. That's a good point. I didn't think of that. But then also, yeah, it's some rare diseases are there, but for the majority of it, like they are repeatedly coming and going. Yeah. Some rare diseases.
Benza, can I just tell a point about it?
No, sure. You are the moderator, aren't you? So
And so just one point. Just from my personal experience, that chickenpox can come twice for a person. Just wanted to make it that it does not come once. It can come for second. The first time, the pain will be less, but the second time, the pain will be more. It can come for a person twice.
okay.
Yes, I just want to tell it from my experience.
He said that the government had medicines for improving be more effective in terms of improving resistance, right? So why does the government prefer homeo medicines?
Well, it actually depends on the government because they are telling, and yeah, I like it actually depends on the government.
Why their government only looks all the government considers the health of the people, so they think that the homeopathic medicines will act more efficiently, so they put into use for the COVID resistance,
So
right?
but I guess government was the one telling that you need to get vaccinated. I mean,
Yes.
government supports both the sides, right?
Yes,
It doesn't
right.
only support homeopathy.
But you told, I want to agree with the point that you told the vaccination also, the homeopathic medicines will also be less effective, but government also supported the homeopathic, right?
Yeah, they supported the homeopathic because there are people who believe that homeopathy is more efficient.
They would consider a study on it, and only we could they could make a decision after a great study on it, right? Or they are the government, they are responsible for the healthcare of the people, so they will they will make a study on the topic, and they will do the things procedures after making a clear study on it. So after the study only they had given the given the homeopathic medicines to act to the they ask the citizens to take homeopathic medicines.
So if you are getting something like you're getting a homeopathic cure for corona and a vaccine, which one will you choose?
I don't tell vaccine is not a perfect cure for the corona.
I mean, it's more of a prevention for corona, right? So which one will
Yeah. One thing I want to measure is there is nothing like we can't do anything for the corona to go away. Only the thing is that we can increase the metabolism of the body. So there isn't a perfect cure for corona like other diseases.
Till now.
I think most of the major points are told, right? Ben and we can, because now it will get into Arnab Goswami debate if we continue, because points are over, now Shaf will come out, yeah? Right?
Yeah. Vishnu, you want to go first? Talk about it. What do you think?
No, go ahead, Ben. I'm just writing a few things down.
All right, okay. First of all, Sadish, I think we need a session, a granite session on modern medicine and on this same topic. Maybe for a couple of hours. So if someone fancy doing that, that would be a good one. There are a lot of misconceptions around. So I think that's very much needed. Okay. Yeah, I need to be fair here, because most of the attendees, they went to the modern medicine group, and I pushed some of them to the other group so that we can have a debate. So I will make some points on the debate as a whole. I really was a good session, went very, very good. there were points being made from either sides. I think those who were speaking for the Ayush medicines, they had pushed their points really, really well, because those who speak for modern medicine have a cutting edge in here. They have an advantage on the topics, but the Ayush medicine, the team spoke for Ayush medicine, managed to hold very well, or even better. There are a few points which needed to be raised or not raised, but again, to be fair, the topic was just given to you just before the session, so you didn't have much time to prepare anyway. So I'll quickly go through what I have written down about each speakers. Dana Biju did a really good speaking, had a couple of good points, but didn't use all of the 3 minutes given to you. Dana, next time, make sure you use all of your 3 minutes when you speak, when you get a chance to speak. And again, I didn't see Dana coming in after the first session. I mean, the allotted time, and I didn't see her coming in again. Nikhil had some good points supporting the Ayush, and sometimes it went more like modern medicine versus Ayurveda. People totally forget about homeopathy and the other medicine and other available types. So Nikhil raised some good points. Then Megha did very well. Proactively came in, talked about things and named some examples which really help in debates, and used most of her time, and also raised the point of side effects. Megha did really well, even though I didn't see her later during the discussion. Rigesh had very good point, raised a couple of good points about death rate and things. Rishikesh, but didn't use all of his time. Ayadi also made a couple of good points, and then I didn't use the time, so it could have spoken for a bit more, or you should have used all of the time available to her. Alan, actively available throughout the discussion. Tried to answer some of the questions being raised. Always coming in, answering, which is a good thing. However, made a couple of statements which would be helping the other team. It's not always helpful, so be sure that what you say is always helping your team rather than the others. Avinash, as usual, very good. Came in, spoke all the time, actively involved in the discussion. Like Hridesh, always available, coming in, some very good points, used all of his time. However, made some factually wrong statements about cure for cancer available in Ayurvedic, and also homeopathy invented by Englishman. It's actually German. Samuel Hahnemann is German. However, the wall of the point is valid, where he is which he was talking about. Ayadi was mostly active during the discussions, which is good, and asking a few questions. And what I have generally seen is that Ayush was asking questions to modern medicine, but it was not happening other way around. From the team of modern medicine, they should have asked more questions to the Ayush team and see whether they would be able to answer. Nikhil was persistent throughout, made a few points. However, it's really good for his side. I liked the way he came in. He talked about, Nikhil spoke about many things, many points, raised many points, and then which made the modern medicine in defense really good. And Bianca came only once, I guess, and made a point, and then gone silent. Bianca could, I think most of the times it's Rudesh answering, and Vishnu had to come in and interfere. But yeah, it's a good spirit. But again, at the end of the day, it's a team. You are talking about a team. So everyone from the team should be speaking. I will take some time towards the end of the session just to make sure that we are not giving away any wrong messages at the end of the debate. But again, that's separate from debate. But we need to talk about a few points or some of the misconceptions that's been told during the debate. It's okay for the debate, but we cannot just carry over in terms of our understanding about what's going on. I will let Vishnu to come in and speak.
Thank you, Ben. So I guess I'm probably supporting most of what Ben has said, that this is actually a group activity, and so whoever is in the group should try and actively contribute to their cause and not let only one person speak. It's just a general observation. But point-wise, I do have to concede the point that Ben was mentioning, that there were so many good points on either side from the people who were supporting the modern medicine as well as people who were supporting the Ayush medicine. And as Ben was saying, I think the team who are supporting Ayush, you have many other options inside Ayush, which probably you weren't really aware of, like for example, Unani or Siddha, for example, but there are other medicine forms as well inside that bracket that nobody was talking about. So you had the option or opportunity to talk about, but you didn't have, let's say, the time, or you hadn't gathered your points in such a way to talk about those things as well. So given, as Ben was saying, the amount of knowledge that we already have on the English medicine, and how Ben had to move people from the, your inherent nature of supporting the Ayush, the modern medicine, to Ayurvedic medicine, I do have to say that the number of points that have been raised in support of those is excellent. And I would especially say that whoever came with the environmental effects and etc. did a very good job of coming up with that idea against the modern medicine and the issues that comes with modern medicine. When you're talking about your points, as Ben was saying, please do take the whole amount available to you and try and talk about it. So even if you have talked about the points in let's say 15 seconds,